shit. I'm going in. Shit is hot, man. Yep. Shout out to DJ Milk on the beats. We'll keep coming with new ones as often as he sends them to us. Village Legends Podcast, episode 28. We are back. Episode 28. A lot of great 28s over the years. Marshall Falk comes to mind. Adrian Peterson, Darren Woodson, Darryl Green, some greats of the gridiron. On the ball field, Daniel Murphy, one of our boys, wore number 28 for a little while. And Nolan Arenado, perhaps the greatest defensive third baseman of all time, wore number 28. We're back. I'm Sess. That's C Flash. We're going to take you around the world of sports today. Episode 28. We got a lot to talk about. Heavy show today, my brother. Lot to talk about. Why don't you talk us through it, brother? Let's get us going.
Yeah, we do. It was a hellified weekend this past weekend. You know, sports was on a another all-time high. Monthly weekend, I'll say Saturday night, boxing was off to a straight fiery tear, and the flames are still lit. So again, you know, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we're gonna get right into it real quick.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna talk about I call it Hot November because in previous podcasts and I mean previous episodes and segments that we talked about it, I was giving everyone a heads up about boxing news, and November 22nd was Saturday night, and it did not, you know, deflate. It did not let us down.
Did not disappoint.
It was some good boxing over the weekend, folks. Shouts out to I guess they say he's Your Highness, Turkey Al-Akish.
Oh, Turkey Al-Ashik.
Al-Ashik.
Yeah.
And his partners for putting this promotion together. Another great fight card where we had Devin Haney, the Dream Devin Haney, and fight Brian Norman Jr. for his WBO welterweight title. He defeated him in the 7th round. No, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. He took him to the 12th round, folks, and beat him by unanimous decision. He knocked down Brian Norman Jr. in the early rounds to capture the WBO world title, welterweight titles. David, the Mexican Monster Benavidez, defeats Anthony Yarde by a 7th round KO. And that was just, you know, typical Benavidez. Benavidez is a beast. He's been, you know, he says it after the fight. He's not calling out anyone no longer. He's saying basically, listen, I'm going to continue to strive. If y'all want to fight me, come fight me. He's moving up to cruiserweight to go fight for a title early next year, or probably in the mid of next year. Those dates stand silent right now, but he will be working on some things. Again, he's not chasing anyone. David Benavidez has made it very simply and very clear to the boxing world that he is the dude. You need to come knock on his door. And I'm not mad at him for that.
Me neither. That's good for him on that.
Abdullah Mason. Congrats to Abdullah Mason for being the youngest at 21 years old to capture a world title. He captured the WBO lightweight title to defeat Sam Noakes, 12-round fight by unanimous decision. I watched that fight. That actually was a good fight. I seen the highlights, and they both were exchanging. There was no backing down. It was good to see two young lions go at it. I'm sure that the loser, which is Sam Noakes, he felt some type of way by the judge's decision, but that's just how it goes. And you know, maybe in the near future, you might want to also there might be a rematch, you know, just like there's so many others. We're going to talk about also Jesse Bam Rodriguez, boy, and his division is serious. Like we talk about 113, 112. That's crazy. He won his super flyweight unified title match for the WBC, WBO. titles, defeating Fernando Puma Martinez by a 10th round KO. Also, congratulations to Jesse Bam Rodriguez. He just had a baby. So congratulations to your champ. He went out there and in spectacular fashion and handled his business. Again, I don't know how these young guys get down to 113, 112, but damn.
Flyweight?
Yeah, this is super flyweight.
Super flyweight.
I mean, man.
So 2 W's in the same week. Good job, son.
You know what I'm saying? So
Pop checks in. What's up, Pop? He says, "Hey guys, is Bud and Canelo fighting again?" We were gonna touch on that. That's
that was actually what
it.
we were gonna come.
Yep.
You know, the hype train is up again.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. It's just a lot of gossip going on with that, Pop. And so we're gonna stand by and see what goes on with that for the future.
Do we want to see it?
Yeah. I would definitely watch the rematch. I just feel that, you know, Canelo needs to take his time with this. You know, don't let people get in your ear, Canelo, on a rematch, because you know how serious Terrence Crawford is, and if you lose the second time, you know what comes out of that. You know, you don't want to
pretty much a wrap.
Yeah, your legacy is already good, Canelo. You know?
I don't know if I'm Canelo, I don't know if I take the fight. I mean, just based on those last 4 rounds, Crawford had him. I mean, he figured him out, and Canelo did all he could and just could not touch the man. You know,
there are fighters in this world that you normally just see that they special, they talented, and they have something within them that lets you know they're going to be great, or whenever they fight, we're witnessing greatness. So I want to say that, you know, again, Saul, you know, you've entertained us for many years, and you have been that guy. But if you go back into the ring with Bud Crawford, you might want to this time, you know, push your head trainer to the side. And I know y'all been together for so long, but I would definitely take my time with this rematch. And if you're gonna do it, make some adjustments in your corner. You know,
yes, sir.
I believe that's it for now with boxing now.
Boxing, we also we didn't touch on the Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua is now official for December 19th.
Okay.
It's going down. They had to stare down, and Jake was looking up at Joshua, and Joshua was looking down at him. It's a big difference in size, in weight. Jake thinks he's going to make history. I applaud him for that. He goes in with confidence as usual. It's on Netflix, December 19th. What do you think?
I think he's finally going to fight a real legitimate heavyweight. Yeah. And, you know, it's about time. I mean, even when they looked at each other, you know, on the stage, you know, and it was just crazy. Having big Anthony Joshua look down at him.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul had to, you know, look up at a ladder. He looked like he had to climb up on a ladder on him.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know what? Anthony Joshua is a good fighter.
Yeah.
He does have a suspect chin.
That's true.
Joshua is a good fighter. And you know what? If Jake Paul can beat or defeat Joshua, and I'm talking about really do it, we ain't trying to have it where it's already, you know,
predetermined,
and they talked about it. Hey, you know, because that's how I'm feeling with Jake Paul. And I've spoke about this numerous times, folks. Though, you know, please hear me. I would not put money on anything he does as a gambler. I would not do it, because I really believe everything that he touches is already, you know, it's predetermined. And I wouldn't, you know, don't risk a lot.
Pop says in his prime, Mike Tyson fought all big fighters. Yeah, he was looking up at all them boys. Yep. That's true. QT chimes in. Who is Anthony Yardy?
Oh, Anthony Yardy was the one that just fought David Benavidez for the light heavyweight championship and got defeated. You know, he was a decent fighter, but he met his end going against the champ. He's not called the Mexican Monster for no reason, folks. And
nice, brother.
That's our segment for today.
That's it for the boxing right there. We go from boxing, we turn to the gridiron. It's week 12 in the NFL. Also, NCAA heats up, my brother. Where do you want to start? Talk to him.
Well, we're gonna jump into real fast some firing. Giants defensive coordinator Shane Bowen has been relieved of his duties. I believe today, or yeah, I would say it's Monday because Monday normally the firing happens on Monday by at the interim coach Mike Kafka has brought it to the world today and discussed it and said that he's been fired. Also, we're going to talk about offensive coordinator Chip Kelly from the Las Vegas Raiders. They have released him. I mean, and relieved him of his duties. I'm trying to be professional, folks, so I don't want to say anything that hurts anyone's feelings. But in other words, he's been fired. Some might have felt that was a little bit too early, too premature. But again, I don't think so. Me personally, Chip Kelly is not an NFL coach. It's tough, and I know people might feel some type of way with it. They should have gave him at least another year. Again, Tom Brady has his hands on this team. Tom Brady might already have an offensive coordinator in place. So they're not trying to have the Raiders lose anymore after this season. Change is coming, and there's going to be a lot more changes coming too. Again, Chip Kelly, I respect you in college because you're a college coach. That's just my personal opinion. NFL, you had some things that you let off with the Eagles. Then you went to the 49ers as a head coach. You're not that guy. And I'm sorry to the Las Vegas Raiders that had something to say about that. But unfortunately,
funny that you bring that up because
fans, that is.
Yes, funny that you bring that up because on the hotline right now, we got the biggest Raiders fan out there. It's our boy back once again from a 1 week hiatus. Big T in the house. What up, Big T?
How we doing, gentlemen? How we doing?
We doing good. We doing good. I don't know if you just heard that last rant from my man C Flash going in on Chip Kelly. Your thoughts? Your thoughts, my good man, my good Raiders fan.
Respectfully, I disagree. I think what you've seen from Chip Kelly this year has been astronomically bad. But you recall he coached the Eagles, like you said, in 2013, 14, and then 2015 he got fired at the end of the season. 2013 and 14 he went 10-6 as a head coach, and he was the play caller, and the offense was mainly his. He was in charge of. The things that led to him getting fired was he traded with Sean McCoy. Then he traded, I think, Foles, and he wanted to prove that no matter who you brought in, he can win with. He didn't win, and Philadelphia fans got no patience, so he was out. They brought in Andy Reid. Andy Reid did a great job. He's a great coach.
Hold up, T. He lost the locker room. There was some speculation that there was some things going on within the team. Maybe some of the people that were the stars of the team or whatever the case may be, but there was some speculation that there was division within that locker room, and he was sort of the cause of it. So it goes deeper than you and me, brother.
Are you talking about in Philly or this year?
In Philly.
And yeah. Fast forward to this year. What do you think? Did he lose the locker room this year too?
I think he's sitting there working with a quarterback that has less than 3 seconds to throw.
Facts.
Because the offensive line is awful. You can't run. Look, the bottom line is they're running a 4-man front against the Raiders, who got obviously 5 offensive linemen, and then they're keeping a tight end in to chip block. And then you got the quarterback in the back, so that's 6 people blocking 4. You got your safeties that can play 8 yards off the line of scrimmage, so the run game is completely out. And then on the back end, they're trying to cover, you got 7 guys trying to cover 4 for 2 seconds. I mean, I know you're up there in age, but I think you can cover NFL guys for 2.4 seconds still. So I just don't think. I mean, I'm not saying he's the greatest thing that there is, because we just didn't see anything. It wasn't his offense. It was try to get the ball out as quick as you can.
Yeah.
Gino's not even getting through his first progression before he has to throw the ball or get sacked. He got sacked 10 times.
I could agree with that. I would have gave him at least maybe one more season. I could have gave him one more season. But still would have been. He still would have been on a leash with me.
Yeah, and again, I don't know what he can't run that hurry up style anymore because you're going 3 and out in 3 seconds and it's over with. So your defense is just hanging out on the field, and the defense is still keeping them in games.
That's it.
It's
Pop
I mean
chimes. Pop chimes in. He says he helped us with. He helped us win a national championship last year. Leave Chip alone. That's true.
Hey,
That's
yeah,
true.
so I mean, see, definitely, maybe there is something to it that he belongs into college. But nowadays, college and pros, what's the difference? Actually, there's more turnover in college than there is in the pros. You're not even keeping these kids for 1 year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what we've been. That's pretty much what I've been saying. Since we've been on the air, is basically letting everybody know that college now is like the NFL. I said it's $1 billion business, and I've been trying to let the viewers know and everybody else that actually pays attention to sports. College and the NFL is pretty much the same, except the college players are trying to get to the NFL and they trying to get some serious cash. But how is it that you want to leave? You don't even want to leave college now because you're getting cash now with the NIL.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's crazy.
Yeah, no, they're paying some kids that would leave in their junior year to go to the NFL in the third round. They're paying them more than third round money, so they're going to come back for their senior year, or they're going to transfer to a university that will.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you could just bounce all around and everything. See, there's got to be a happy medium with all this college stuff because they weren't getting anything, but they were getting their education and everything. But like you said, it's $1 billion industry, and these folks are making tons and tons of money off of them.
Hand over fist.
So they should get something, but they should also be held to their word of where they're going to play and where they're going to get paid.
Yep.
Facts.
Good call on that, my brother. T, stick and stay right there. My brother C Flash is going to get into his your power rankings, my brother?
Yeah, and some more news, but
yeah, talk to him.
Definitely real quick, T. Rookie Shedeur Sanders.
Yes.
He started on Sunday, last Sunday, and won against this past Sunday. I'm sorry.
Yep. Yesterday.
And won against the Raiders. Sorry, T. He completed 11 of 20 passes for 209 yards with 1 touchdown and an interception. They won 24-10.
Mm-hmm.
Sanders will also start this Sunday versus the 49ers. Dylan Gabriel has been cleared by the concussion protocol. So they're going to stick with Sanders and see what he does through the rest of the year. What do you think about that, T?
I don't think we got this, Sanders in the NFL with the reps and practice and everything. I don't think he's had enough reps with these guys. They say that he's working a lot with like the third and fourth string and the practice squad guys, and he's working, after practice 2 and 3 hours. He's got to get his timing down a little bit better. The playbook looked very limited, but you can beat the Raiders with a limited playbook because you don't have to worry about them scoring on you. The one interception he threw, he didn't see that Snowden dropped back in coverage from the left end position. He threw it right to him. It is what it is. He's a rookie. He gets a lot of hate for a kid that never did anything really wrong other than have confidence in himself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I tell you, the one thing I like about him is he looks like an NFL quarterback. He's not scared. You know what I mean? And I think as they open up the playbook for him, and if they do stick and stay with him past this next upcoming week, I think they should. I think the future is really bright for him. We'll see. Imagine if he could turn that franchise around. I mean, just imagine Cleveland. He would be a king in Cleveland.
It's the same thing as also what T was saying about the Raiders or any NFL team. You can't do anything on offense if you don't have offensive line.
Yeah,
they got to block for you, and you got to be able to run the ball.
It's true. Yes, indeed. What else we got in the NFL, my brother?
I think that's about it. So, the top 5 power rankings.
Power rankings for the week number 12. We're gonna T. You got yours ready?
We're gonna start you off, T.
I do. I got them. Now my power rankings aren't from who's done what all season long. This is where I think everybody stands.
Right. Yeah, that's how I look at it too. Like a weekly power ranking, right? Yeah, like where they at right now.
So checking in at 32.5, I got the Raiders. We'll jump up to the 5 spot.
Jump up to the 5 spot, would you?
All right. So at 5, I got the Seattle Seahawks. I think what they're doing is very impressive. Good offense, good defense. Smith and Jigba is just he's him, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. At number 4 is be a little controversial, but I got the Baltimore Ravens with Jackson coming back. I think they're going to make a lot of noise in the playoffs. I think the AFC is very, very weak. I think they could make a run at it. They might be able to get to the Super Bowl, but that's a hot take. At number 3, guys, sorry, but I got the Eagles. I know you don't want to hear that.
It's all right.
I think they fit the mold. Number 2, I got the Colts, who win on offense. They win on defense. They lost yesterday to the Chiefs, but there was no way that the Chiefs were going to be eliminated from the playoffs before Thanksgiving. So they had to beat the Colts. And number 1, I got the Rams. I think the Rams are for real.
Yes, they are.
They got a top flight quarterback, even though he's a little bit older. They got receivers everywhere. They got running backs. They got an offensive line, which is just going to throw you around, and their defense is going to smack you in the mouth.
Yes, they will.
Wow. You know what I love about these rankings right now? Like I told you last week, all 3 of us are going to have a different top 5, which is great. Yeah. Awesome 5, T. And I can't believe let me give mine next and you finish.
No, yeah, you go next. You go next.
Yeah.
You go next.
So, because I can't believe T didn't mention them and they still not getting no respect, but I'm gonna go from the bottom up like he did.
Okay.
I got Philly at number 5 at 8-3. They did lose in a big, in a bad way.
Close game.
It was close game, but it was not a good loss for them.
Okay.
At number 4, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they're coming off their second straight excellent victory, and I think they're on the come up. I think they're hot. I think people should watch out for them. At number 3, I got the Broncos at 9-2. I don't want to deny them either. They got to be in the mix. At number 2, I got the Rams because I agree with you, T, and I think the Rams could really go all the way. If I really put my head to it, I'm like, I think the Rams got it. But they're at number 2 this week. And at number 1, I bet you don't even have them on yours. I bet. Let's see. At number 1, I got the New England Patriots. They're 10-2. They're 10-2. I'm giving them their respect. They're 10-2. They're number 1 on my list. Go ahead, C Flash.
T. Yeah. This is when we got to get Mad Dog on the show and go, bananas and flip out. I mean, we got to get Mad Dog on that one. I mean, listen.
One of those 2 losses, though, came week 1 against the Raiders.
Okay. Hey, okay. They learn from their mistakes, big dog.
I mean, but you know what? Hey, we are all entitled to the ones of our own power rankings.
Go for it.
I just want to let you 2 fellas know I'm going to add an honorable mention on this real fast. So no, I'm gonna start from 1 to 5. I'm gonna go. The Rams are number 1. So me and you agree. The Rams are number 1.
Excuse me. That's a good call.
Number 2 would be the Patriots.
Okay.
Number 3 is Denver. Number 4 is Philly. Number 5, I'm gonna go with Chicago. Nice. I'm gonna shake it up.
Good call.
Chicago's on the come up. Y'all better pay attention. Y'all hear me?
They're playing good ball.
And honorable mention is the Colts.
All right.
They definitely, Chicago definitely looks good.
Yes, they are. And it's crazy because when both coordinators became head coaches, the head coach of Chicago, what's his name? Damn.
Beats me.
All right.
Chicago, what's the Bears coach's name?
We know that Aaron Glenn went to the Jets. And the offensive coordinator from Chicago, from Detroit, went to Chicago and became their head coach. We will get that name. It's just one of them. I knew one of them was going to have success because what they were doing with Detroit Lions was not a joke.
Right.
That was a chemistry effort, a great culture, and they had some good minds on that staff.
Something. None of the 3 of us had Detroit on the top 5, and they coming off a good win.
Detroit is coming off a good win, but Detroit now is suspect. And shouts out to our friend Leon. But at the end of the day, Detroit is suspect, and they suspect right now because you are showing that they have holes in their defense, and what's hurting them right now, I think, is their passing defense is in trouble. It's in trouble, folks.
Nice. Anything else in the National Football League, my brother?
No, that's it.
Big T, as always, we want to thank you, my brother, for checking in from North Kakalaka. We appreciate you, my brother. Episode 28 is in the books. Big T's Raider Report is in the books for week 12.
Yes, sir.
My brother, any parting words?
Nah, I just think New England and Denver both get first rounded. I don't think that they got.
I hear you.
I just think they're a regular season team. They're looking the part, and they're going to get first rounded like that too.
All right,
I could agree. I think I could agree with you.
I can see that too. I'll give them their props for today where they're at, but I can see that.
If the Chiefs make it, I can see that happening.
Yeah, definitely. Good call, Big T.
All right, gentlemen, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Much love as always.
You got it, my brother. We'll talk soon. Say hello to the kids.
Absolutely.
Peace,
love
brother.
Peace, T.
Shout out to Big T joining us for the NFL segment once again, week 12, my brother. We're going to move on to the Diamond, Major League Baseball. Ooh, it's a lot to talk about.
Wait, hold on, Tess. Hold on. Sorry, real fast.
No, that's right. You're right. Talk
to all the
Get back to the gridiron, yes.
To all our college football fans, real fast. Let me just get up there and put this up right now. The big game, one of the biggest sports rivalries today in any era, Michigan versus Ohio State this Saturday. Yes, he's a Buckeye fan. I'm a Wolverine fan.
That's right.
So we want to make sure, that everybody understands that. Pop, if you're listening, I know you are. You're going down. You're coming down to Ann Arbor. All right. You're coming up to Ann Arbor this Saturday. All right. 12 p.m. sharp on Channel 5, which is Fox. So make sure everybody
here in New
tunes
York
in
Fox, yes.
for Michigan and Ohio State. We're doing this now because we're not going to be doing this on Saturday. So I'm letting everybody know, get hype and get hot on your hype train because the Big Blue, baby, is going to go wild on the number one team in the country. You hear me? Number one team in the country.
Ohio State's going to put up 40. Michigan's going to put up somewhere in the 22, 23 range, and that's going to be a wrap, and that's going to be it. You know what was great? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, real fast. Hold up, man. Hold up. Didn't they have a hell of an offense last year? What was the final score? I think it was 13 to 11 or something like that.
Yeah,
some odd number, but
and it could be a low scoring game too.
We beat y'all in Ohio State in the shoe. And then we try to plant our flag, and y'all got disrespectful because you ain't like that.
No, we didn't like that.
What? What was you gonna say?
No. Let's see what happens, brother. Let's see what happens. Listen, Rutgers thought they had a chance. They recovered a fumble, right, on the first drive of the game. Yeah. And they thought they had a chance, and it was not to be for Rutgers.
I don't want to disrespect Rutgers because Rutgers is our home state team,
right?
And they just got to get things right. We know that they are the Scarlet Knights, and I don't know.
Listen, they can't beat those Big Ten teams. It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry, Rutgers. My brother, anything else in the NCAA?
Real fast. So what we got going on is I want to give the top 12 as it stands right now to all the college football fans. Ohio State is number 1. Indiana is number 2. Texas A&M is number 3. Georgia is number 4. The Ducks, Oregon Ducks, number 5. Number 6, Ole Miss. Another shout out to Coach Lane Kiffin because he has some decisions to make after this season. Texas Tech, number 8. Oklahoma, number 9. Alabama, number 10. Notre Dame, number 11. The BYU Cougars. Wow, we got to get used to seeing BYU in the top 12, top 10 conversation because they got a good staff, man. Shout out to the coach out there with BYU. Number 12 is Miami. Number 13, Utah. Number 14, Vanderbilt. And number 15, the Michigan Wolverines.
Rounding off the list.
Yes. So we also want to also give a debate on that as well, which we just did. Lane Kiffin. The question is, and I really mean this because Lane Kiffin is one of the hottest potatoes right now on a coaching market. He has two choices, which will possibly be Florida Gators or the LSU Tigers. Sess, what do you think where you think he might go? But he's not staying in Ole Miss. He's not staying.
I don't know what he's gonna do, but if I was him, I would go to Florida. I would go to the Gators because he could become a legend there if he could go turn that program around, because they're losing some tough ones nowadays in Florida. So he should go to the Swamp and do his thing down there. Although Al Skrilla checks in, he says it's all about the U. All right, Al. We see you. And Pop says, aren't you watching? The Chiefs are in playoff mode. I agree. That's why they were on my power ranking, Pop. Number 4 for me this week. I agree with that.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pop, they needed that win, because if they lost that game, we wouldn't be talking about the Chiefs anymore.
Nah, we wouldn't have been talking about it, but they won. So they're on the come up.
Also, we have to get prepared that this weekend coming up, folks, for all college football fans, so everybody understands, the CFP, which is college football playoffs, this will set the tone for who is going to be where for the college football playoffs, along with also, I know conference play, championship play is in effect as well, but it's mainly this weekend as well, where people need to start eyeing and the voters and all that, and the committee is going to really place a lot of these college teams. Also, get ready for those who want to put your bets in on who's going to win the Heisman this year. So far, the top 5 candidates would be Indiana's quarterback Fernando Mendoza. Indiana is 11-0. Number 2, Julian Sayin, 11-0 out of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Number 3, 11-0 Marcel Reed from Texas A&M. Diego Pavia, 9-2 Vanderbilt. And Gunnar Stockton from the 10-1 Georgia Bulldogs. So again, folks, just get prepared. Heisman watch is now. If y'all are sports gamblers and y'all want to put your money in, I would have to say Fernando Mendoza will probably win this year's Heisman.
I have to agree, unless he falls off or something happens. I think he's probably locked it up. Good call, my brother. Good call. Anything else on the gridiron?
That's it, my brother.
Major League Baseball we moved to, and already Trey is hot because Trey already said before we even announced it, she said they did Nimmo wrong. So we're going to talk about it, Trey. The New York Mets traded straight up Brandon Nimmo to the Texas Rangers for second baseman Marcus Semien. What do you think?
First and foremost, we want to give a shout out to Brandon Nimmo. Nims, that's what I call him. I've been standing by him for years. When everyone kept saying get rid of him, I said no. Brandon Nimmo is the epitome of a good player, loyalty, and everything. He was brought up in that system. Mind you, this young man came out of a state where they didn't have a high school baseball team. All right, and he's a good guy. All around good guy, but he works hard. And I seen his development. I seen what he's about. With different hitting coaches and all that. He is developed. Texas Rangers are getting a hell of a baseball player. I'll tell you that right now. And Nimmo, we're gonna miss you.
We're definitely gonna miss Nimmo. A 14-year New York Met, definitely a true Met. Had his best season last year. But you know me, my brother. I have never seen Nimmo the way you have. He's not a great defensive player. He does not hit for average. He had 92 RBIs last year. Great. They were very quiet 92 RBIs. He had 25 home runs last year, career high in that as well. A very quiet 25 home runs. Not that Semien is anything great. Semien's a Gold Glover. Semien costs about $50 million less than Nimmo on the books. So it's really like an even swap, really. Semien's coming off his worst year in the league, and Nimmo's coming off his best year. So we'll see. So in my opinion, I mean, Semien's 35, Nimmo's 33? So they're close in age. Can Nimmo outperform what he did last year? I don't know. I don't think he would have as a Met. Let him do his thing in Texas, join his boy Jacob again. Can Simeon improve off what he did last year? I think he can because he only hit 12 home runs. He was hurt for a little bit of the season. So I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm going to miss Nimmo as well, give him props. And, I didn't want to bring this up, but I saw a rumor today on, and I can't believe it's true. So I'm not going to say it's true. You know what? I shouldn't even bring it up, but I'm going to bring it up because I brought it up. So I'm going to bring it up. I heard a rumor that Nimmo requested the trade when Mondani won the mayorship. Now, I don't have that confirmed. I just saw that from one source. I'm not going to throw that out there as anything, and I'm not even going to comment on it because I don't know if it's true or not. But I did see that today. Unconfirmed, though, of course. But anyway, shout out to Nimmo. He's a great Met for 14 years, and we'll see what happens, my brother. We will see what happens with Marcus Simeon. I don't think the Mets are done, by the way. I think the Mets have a lot more moves to make. I think the Mets.
When is the winter meeting, Seth?
Winter meetings are coming up. When is it? End of this month, or it might be this weekend coming up. Let me see. When are the winter meetings?
Normally they're in December, but I think when do they start? Like December.
Let's see. Meetings 2025. December 7th are the winter meetings. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I'm sure some moves will be made there. Yeah, I mean, listen, they brought in an infielder, which tells me, okay, maybe they're going to move either Beatty or Vientos or not sign Alonso or maybe Mauricio because they brought in an infielder. And they also moved a left fielder, which means they'll probably move Soto to left and maybe bring your boy Tatis Jr. to play right field somehow. Maybe Cody Bellinger. We'll see what happens. Should be exciting to see, my brother.
They also mentioned, there was a talk with the Steinbrenner, the owner of the Yankees, that he's trying to lower the amount of money,
payroll,
their payroll with the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
And he has some potential things that he's going to be doing this
offseason.
Yes, he's letting it be known.
I can see that.
You know.
All right, my brother. Real quick, we're going to move on to the 2026 Baseball Hall of Fame ballot came out. I'm just going to shoot off names. Let's just say yes or no. Hall of Famer, yes or no. Right. The fans could chime in as well if you think these guys are Hall of Famers or not. All right. First off on the ballot, Bobby Abreu. Remember Bobby Abreu? Mm-hmm. Hall of Famer? No.
I would have to say no.
No, I don't think so. He's not a Hall of Famer. Second name is a good one. King Felix Hernandez. Hall of Famer?
The pitcher?
The pitcher. Has a perfect game under his belt. Has a Cy Young at least under his belt.
He should have like 2 Cy Youngs, I think.
Mm-hmm.
How many strikeouts are we talking about?
Let's see. I mean, he has let's see. 169 career wins, 136 losses, 3.42 career ERA, 25 complete games, pitched over 2,700 innings, only gave up 2,400 hits, not bad. Strikeouts, 2,500 strikeouts, and he has 1 Cy Young Award to his name. He also was in the top 10 MVP voting twice, King Felix.
Definitely Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's a close one for me, man.
I got to put him in. I got to say you got to put him in.
You got to put him in?
You got to put him in.
You know what? I think I put him in, too. He was really good for a 10-year stretch. He never won 20 games. He won 19 once, 18 another time. I think I put him in, too. I think he's in. Andy Pettitte?
Yes. He's a Hall of Famer.
Andy Pettitte's a Hall of Famer. Carlos Beltran. You know my answer. He's a Hall of Famer.
Beltran's a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Torrey Hunter. Torrey Hunter probably had not as good a career as you thought. Maybe, to some, they might have even a better career than people think. Let's see.
Torrey Hunter was a hell of a defensive player as well. So,
yep, Gold Glove center fielder.
To some, they'll probably say no, and I can't debate them on that. But I would say Torrey Hunter is a Hall of Famer.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Gold Gloves in center field. Also has 2,400 hits Whew. I'm gonna say Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Jones, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
Gotta be.
Without a doubt.
They gotta vote him in.
Without
they
a
gotta
doubt.
vote him in. It's time. Couple guys that are first time on the ballot. Rick Porcello, he's not a Hall of Famer. I won't ask you about him. Ryan Braun, a Hall of Famer. I say no to Ryan Braun. He's not a Hall of Famer.
No. I mean, listen, Ryan Braun was a good player. Don't get us wrong. And to all those Brewers fans, we're not throwing no daggers. I just can't say he's a Hall of Famer.
Not a Hall of Famer to me. Also got that dude fired when he failed his PED test, and he tried to blame it on the handler of the test, and
tried to blame it on everybody but himself. No accountability,
ridiculous.
And that's horrible.
Horrible. Last year on the ballot, his last chance to get in, Manny Ramirez. He's a Hall of Famer.
Manny Ramirez is a certified Hall of Famer.
It's crazy.
Like we've talked about this before. We have to take the politics out of voting.
Yeah,
that's it.
You got.
There's nothing else to say.
Let's see. Mark Burley, the pitcher. Mark Burley, good pitcher, had a no hitter. Not a Hall of Famer. In my
White Sox pitcher.
Yeah, White Sox
won a Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
he won the World Series.
Sorry. He has the World Series and he has a no hitter under his belt. I would say no, not a Hall of Famer.
I wouldn't say so either.
First time on the ballot, Matt Kemp. Good player for a while. Injuries kind of curtailed his career.
Yeah, injuries
really, not a Hall of Famer.
No. Yeah, injuries really hurt Matt Kemp.
A-Rod.
100%.
We talked about it.
100%. Alex Rodriguez is a Hall of Famer.
Here's a good name that people wouldn't think. Is his first year on the ballot, and he was kind of like a hitting machine for a little while, but people don't really think of him that way. Howie Kendrick from the Angels, 294 career hitter, only has 1,700 hits in 15 years, but hit 294. I would say not a Hall of Famer, but a very good player.
Maybe a wrong comparison, bad comparison. I like to compare him to Ramirez from the Indians, the third baseman.
Jose Ramirez, not bad.
And Kendrick.
I mean, different power, but
yeah,
otherwise similar.
So if we're gonna sit there and say which one goes in, they remind me of the same.
Yeah, I think Jose would edge him out because of the power numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Howie's not a Hall of Famer. I think Jose will ultimately be, but Howie is not. K-Rod, remember K-Rod? Francisco Rodriguez.
Hell of a closer. Had
50 saves, I think, a couple times.
And he pitched with our Mets.
Yes, he did. Hall of Fame.
How many saves?
Let's see. We'll go to the videotape real quick, folks. Let's see.
Let's take a look at them saves.
Yep. Let's see.
Pop said Felix was a beast.
Felix was a beast for sure. Yes, he was. Let's see. Career saves. 437 career saves. Pretty good.
What do y'all think about K-Rod out there?
6-time All-Star. Even was in the Cy Young voting. Top 5 3 times in the Cy Young voting. Pretty good career.
Kelvin, right? Is his name? What was his first name?
Francisco,
sorry.
Francisco
K-Rod.
Rodriguez, K-Rod, yeah. I would say not a Hall of Famer. Great player, very good. He goes on the list of very good. I would say not a Hall of Famer, though. Also gave up a home run to Barry Bonds in the playoffs that it still has not landed, I don't think. It's crazy. Let's see.
There's a couple of pitches that have not landed from Barry Bonds.
That's right. Couple first timers, Edwin Encarnacion. Good player. I don't think he got to 500 home runs, or I would probably put him in from there. Let's see how close he got. 424 home runs, Edwin Encarnacion. Not a Hall of Famer for me, but very consistent player. Hits, he had 1,800 hits.
Nah.
Not a Hall of Famer. Nick Markakis, first time, he's not going in. Gio Gonzalez, good pitcher, first time. He's not a Hall of Famer. Our boy Daniel Murphy, first time on the list. He's not going in. Let's see. Alex Gordon, he's not going in. Hunter Pence, good player, not going in. Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins, definitely a Hall of Famer.
Hall of MVP award under his belt. Switch hitting shortstop in Philly.
Jimmy Rollins is a Hall of Famer.
2,400 hits. Led the league in runs scored with 139 one year. Led the league in triples with 20 1 year. Won the MVP. Jimmy Rollins, I would say, is a Hall of Famer. Yes, I agree with you, brother. Dustin Pedroia. Dustin Pedroia, remember him?
Oh man, at one
Blast
time
from the past.
we looked at him as the best. I looked at him as the best second baseman in baseball.
Yeah.
And you know what? It sucks.
Also won an
But
MVP.
Dustin Pedroia, Dustin Pedroia, I believe is a Hall of Famer, but his numbers probably might say different.
Nah, yeah, you're exactly right, brother. He's only got 1,800 hits, 299 career average. Boston Red Sox Hall of Famer for sure, but Boston Red Sox Hall of Famer, not an Major League Baseball Hall of Famer. Chase Utley, not a Hall of Famer. Get out of here, Chase. Cole Hamels, first time on the ballot. He was a good pitcher, not a Hall of Famer. Cole Hamels. And David Wright, my brother. David Wright.
That's a tough question because I'm gonna say yes because that's my all-time Mets player, and I love David, and because of his back issue, the spinal stenosis and everything that came with him ending his career early.
Yep.
It sucks because they're gonna look at his numbers and he was cut short.
Yeah.
But in my mind, David Wright is a Hall of Famer, folks.
Yeah. He's not a Hall of Famer. I'm sorry. I love him too, but he's not a Hall of Famer. 296 career average, was freaking awesome for many years. I mean, you're talking 100 RBIs, 4 straight years, 5 out of 6.
Yes, without the fact of being us Mets fans.
Yeah.
How many years would you say he was the best third baseman in baseball?
He had Scott Rowland there next to him in Philly. That's the only thing I was saying. Scott Rowland did make the Hall of Fame.
Scott Rowland played with the St. Louis Cardinals as well.
So I would say
out of his career, how many times would you say he was the best?
I would say
third baseman.
Maybe 2 years he was the best third baseman in the league. Maybe 2-3 tops in the league in baseball. But again, a great player, goes in the Hall of very, very good, and could have been great if his back didn't go out. I mean, his last 4 seasons, his most games played was 134 out of his last 4 seasons. Last 2, he only played 37 and 38 games, respectively. So what are you going to do?
I side with you because I know me and you talk.
Yeah.
He's just my favorite player.
Yeah, I know.
But technically, I would not debate you and argue with you on the air. I don't think his numbers is enough to get him into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, look. So, remember I told you about the Nimmo rumors? My brother checks in. He saw a comment on Twitter that said Nimmo can finally vote Republican and win now in Texas. So I don't know. It's just rumors, guys. We don't know. We don't know much about that stuff. We're talking just strictly baseball.
I mean, at the end of the day, would it shock any of us to know that he's from Montana, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so come on, everybody. Let's not lose our minds. He's from the Midwest, and he's from Montana. That's a Republican state. But we're not here for the politics, folks.
Right,
that's not what we're here to talk about.
My brother, that's it on Major League Baseball. You want to add anything else on the diamond?
That's it, sis.
All right, talk to him. Let's go to the National Basketball Association, and we'll wrap it up from there, my brother. Talk to him.
Yes, let's get into it real quickly. Folks, give a round of applause because he deserves it. Give him his flowers and sound the horn for this man, because you know what, remarkable brother, and he one of the best point guards in NBA history. Chris Paul, we salute you. At season's end of this season, Chris Paul will be retiring, folks. He is a 12-time All-Star. We also know him as CP3. He came out of Wake Forest and was drafted 4th overall in the 2006 NBA draft. He won Rookie of the Year that year as well. He's played for 21 seasons. He played with the New Orleans Hornets. He was drafted by. He went on to play with the Clippers, Houston Rockets, OKC, Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs, named to the NBA's NBA 75th team, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, ranked 3rd all-time in assists,
nice,
and 2nd all-time in steals, has 20,000 points and 10,000 assists. First ballot Hall of Fame.
No question.
It would be great to see Chris go out on a note and win an NBA title. He's currently back with the Clippers right now, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm sorry. I believe he's with San Antonio.
Is he? Let me see. I think he's with the Clippers, my brother.
He's back with the Clippers?
Yeah. Clippers.
Okay. And just again, you know, a round of applause to him, and Chris, you know, keep doing great things. I also am aware that you are also part of the NBA union as well, players union. And you know, Chris is just a talented guy all around, man.
He is,
and I've always a man of class, you know, and he's got his son. His son's also is in basketball too. That
Nice.
I think is also coming up, and he will be playing one day just like his dad was. Also, I want to jump into the whole, you know, hot crate or hot take on what's going on, just to run it past all of our listeners and our viewers. This whole thing with the gambling thing situation, and how the FBI has cracked down and got two, you know, players, former players, and two great minds of basketball that are caught up in this whole gambling ring. So as of right now, they all had to show up in court today. Two of the players, which is Chauncey Billups and Damon Jones. Damon Jones is charged with rigging poker games. Okay. For those who don't know, rigging anything is illegal. They showed the machines that they used to rig the poker games, computerized rigging. He also has been charged with giving private information about players' injuries to the gamblers, gambling sites, anyone that he could that would seek information or sources about if they should get bet on a team. Just to break it down for you, if a star player has an injury like LeBron James, he would tell them, no, do not place a bet on that. Even if LeBron is hurt and he played, he would say, yo, LeBron is probably going to score maybe about this amount. He knew in and out information about players because of his affiliation with the NBA. And that's horrible. Chauncey Billups has been charged. Mind you, give you his resume. He's a 5-time NBA All-Star, former NBA champion with the Pistons, and he was currently the head coach of the Trailblazers, but has been put on leave since then. The charges they're hitting him with is money laundering with conspiracy and wire fraud with conspiracy, and that can carry up to 20 years in jail, folks, if he's found guilty. So just want to say it's a big time letdown to see, you know, especially Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones. You guys are making way too much money to go into stuff like this, and how you got involved with the mafia is hey, it's none of my business, but it is a question that needs to be had and asked and answered. You know, all the above. How you got involved in that is crazy. Again, good luck, fellas. But it's been brought to light, and I definitely agree with Stephen A. Smith on what he said. This is personal, and it's don't want to make it into politics, but Stephen A. made the comment of saying this is Trump's doing. And you know, we all know how he feels towards the NBA and how NBA players have addressed him. So this is personal to go after the NBA. Again, I really think it's insane, but you got caught out there, and you have to pay if you're guilty.
That's it, my brother. Anything else on the hardwood?
I mean, no, not much else to say about that. I mean, what do you think about it?
I mean, we talked about it a lot, bro. I want to see where it goes. I want to see if anybody snitches, to be honest with you. See what other names may pop up when the trials start and all that.
Oh, you already know that's gonna happen.
Should be interesting. We'll see, man. We'll see. My brother, I think that's it for episode 28. Unless you want to add anything, we'll take it to the birthdays, my brother. Any hits and misses?
No, that's about it. That's it, sir.
Happy birthday to Oscar Robertson, the Big O.
Big O.
87 today. Would have been Paul Tagliabue's 85th birthday. Happy birthday to him. And happy belated. Yesterday was Real Estate Jesse's birthday. I don't know if he's out there listening. That's my brother. Happy birthday to him. Episode 28, we got a couple sponsors to tell you about. First off, shout out to the Puerto Rico Baseball Challenge 2026. Follow the website prbaseballchallenge.com. That tournament is February 13th through the 16th, 2026. We'll probably be out there covering it. We'll keep you guys posted. And my man C Flash has a special sponsorship. He wants a shout out as well, my brother. Talk to him.
And in case y'all are all wondering, we just don't wear hats just to wear them. But for today, I do. Shout out to Badass Coffee, okay, out there in Hackensack, New Jersey on 50 Main Street. If you all are around that area, please. The coffee is amazing. They have all types of flavors. They have all types of espressos, lattes, anything you need in there. Everybody please, if you could make it out there, go out there. Remember, Badass Coffee on 50 Main Street in Hackensack, New Jersey.
If you say C Flash sent you, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say that.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
But shout out to Badass Coffee. Thank you guys for the love. My brother, take us out as only you can. Talk to him.
Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Much love, Big T, and all of y'all to our family and our base. Again, have a blessed week. Be safe, and as always, think sports.
Peace.